The name crocodilian describes a group of reptiles called an order. At first glance, all crocodilians can look very similar. They have relatively long snouts with cone-shaped teeth and long, powerful tails that they use for swimming. Now, there are 27 species of crocodilians, and all are known for their aquatic lifestyles, and they have many adaptations to equip them for this type of habitat. But they also spend time on land, especially to bask in the sun and warm up. Like all reptiles, crocodilians are cold-blooded, and they use the sun, shade, and water to regulate their body temperature. By moving from one spot to the other, they can choose the place that has the best temperature for their metabolism. Now, while we think of water for cooling, the water can also keep the animal warm when air temps drop quickly, especially at night. Their tails are used for swimming. Their tails are thick and muscular at the base for power, while being flat at the back for pushing through the water. And while on land, they use their legs to move around. Their shoulder and hip joints allow for what is called a high walk, which is more like the way mammals move than other reptiles. Other adaptations for a life in water are seen on their heads. Their nostrils, eyes, and ears sit high on the top of their head. This allows for the crocodilians to sit hidden under the surface with just their eyes, nostrils, and ears above the surface. The nasal disc around the nostrils have muscles to close underwater, creating a form of nose plugs. And there's a third translucent eyelid called the nictitating membrane. This helps to protect their eyes like a pair of goggles. And they use a muscle on the back of their tongue called a palatal valve to help keep water out of their throat when their mouth is open or catching prey. The bodies of crocodilians are covered by large scales called scutes. Many of the scutes, like these on the back, cover special bones in their skin called osteoderms. Osteoderms form a layer of protection in the skin. They help crocodilians absorb heat while basking, and they can even help control acid levels in their blood while diving. Now, while most crocodilians are known for their large size, there are a few smaller species. Although small for crocodilians is a relative term. CrocChat is sponsored by rodentpro.com. Not only do they supply me with the quality feeders for all my reptiles, they are offering you a 10% discount for being a supporter of CrocChat. Use the code CrocChat10 with your next Rodent Pro order. The crocodiles belong to the family Crocodilidae, or just more commonly known as the crocodile family. Now, typically crocodiles are identified as having a more narrow or quick tapering snout, but this can sometimes be misleading in some species with slightly wider jaws. A more easily recognized characteristic is the fourth tooth on the lower jaw being visible when the mouth is closed. This large tooth fits outside the upper jaw in a notch just behind the nose. The African slender-snouted crocodile is an example of one that has an extremely narrow snout when compared to most other crocodiles. The largest of all crocodilians is the saltwater crocodile. From Southeast Asia and Australia, these crocodiles reach 15 to nearly 20 feet long and can weigh as much as 2,000 pounds. They can be found in freshwater rivers, but as their name implies, saltwater crocodiles are able to handle salt water better than most other crocodilians. The second largest crocodile, although not too far behind, is the Nile crocodile of Africa. Again, 15 feet or more, they prey on large animals from zebra to wildebeest and even water buffalo. They are considered to be one of the most dangerous predators to humans. The smallest of the crocodiles is the African dwarf crocodile. From the Congo and Central Africa, these smaller crocodilians will reach only 5 to 6 feet in length. The dwarf crocodile have a short, broad head for a crocodile, but if you look close, you can see that fourth lower tooth is visible when the mouth is closed. The American crocodile is found from parts of South America to Mexico, across the Caribbean, and into Florida. They are the only true crocodile in the U.S. Once endangered in Florida, they are making an excellent comeback and have been recently moved on the list from endangered to threatened. Altogether, there are 17 species of crocodiles. This example here is the Cuban crocodile. It appears to be waiting patiently in the water, but they are also known for their gallop on land and can move surprisingly quick on their legs. CrocChat is the official channel for the Crocodilian Conservation Project. And now we also have a merch store. Go check out the Gator Gear store, either through my website, reptileprograms.com, or you can find the link in the description for this video. A portion of every sale will go towards saving endangered crocodilians. The family Alligators has only 8 species, better known as the alligator family. Of course, there is the American alligator. American alligators are found in the southeastern U.S. in freshwater habitats. American alligators are large, growing up to 14 feet long and weighing 800 pounds or more. Alligators have a wide or more broad snout than most crocodiles. The tip of their snout is more rounded than in crocodiles, and also notice that when the mouth is closed, only the top teeth are visible, while the bottom teeth are hidden inside the mouth. The only other true alligator species is the Chinese alligator. They look very similar to our American alligator, although they live on the opposite side of the world. However, the Chinese alligator is a much smaller species at just a little over 6 feet in length. The alligator family also includes 6 species of cayman. In fact, the largest of the family is the black cayman from the Amazon basin. Black cayman can grow to over 15 feet in length. Another interesting species is this broad-snouted cayman. Broadsnouts grow to between 8 and 10 feet in length and are known for their extremely short and wide snouts. The smallest of all crocodilians is the dwarf cayman. The Cuvier's dwarf cayman will grow to an average length of 4.5 feet, which is dwarf when compared to its much larger cousins. The third and final family of crocodilians is the gharial family, scientifically known as the family Gavialidae. The Indian gharial is a large species, reaching nearly 20 feet in length. They are well known for their extremely narrow snouts, allowing them to be efficient at catching fish, which is their primary prey. The second and only other member of the gharial family is the Tomistoma, sometimes referred to as the false gharial. Another large species from Southeast Asia, they were once listed in the crocodile family, but new evidence has moved them more appropriately to the gharial family. So there you have it. With just 27 species in the order, crocodilians aren't the biggest group of reptiles, but they are an amazing group that links back to a common ancestor with the dinosaurs. Just how closely related they are to the dinosaurs? Well, that would be another topic to chat about in another video. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Later, Gator.